those that are listeners do, because you're always listening. And that's being here now. The thinker never knows, because it's like you can live by a highway and pretty soon you forget to hear the traffic. Not me. I could never, ever even live close to a major highway. I would go nuts. So it's kind of like on last night on, it was at Terra Nova, where they put that bar guy owner into the prison. Then he turned that noise on, and this guy was having to always listen to a noise. Kind of drove him a little nutty. I mean, that's how you got Noriega putting the hard rock, very discordant hard rock up, like heavy metal, and right at that church with the big speakers, and pretty soon it drove even the priests nuts, you know, and finally he surrendered, you know. The military knows quite well the use of music and sounds and sound waves for that. Trader button. Listen, man, good man. You're wearing the robe, my friend. Go forth and conquer. Really. Going on a 40-day grape fast, and tell us what you experienced. Oh, I thought you were going on one. Been on them plenty, man. Need to go on one now. I grant that with you. Is a slaughterhouse? It's a slaughterhouse out there. Yeah, baby. It is a slaughterhouse out there. Trader man. Yeah. Thank you so much, Raw Burbella. You guys got some rough names out there. Thank you so much. Jackie Doe. Doc, it's Michael or Michelle from Sunrise, from a couple, oh yeah, Thursdays ago. Yeah, female, Sunrise, Florida. Isn't that on X Factor, that ladies from your neck of the woods that's way up there singing like a angel in the sky? There's a lot of young people, as we'll do, like other people around. I don't understand. Yeah, I know. I don't know. We need the balance. I love the wisdom of the old, as long as they have a halfway decent consciousness. But I love the youthfulness and the vitality of the young too. So I particularly surround myself with younger people myself. But I got all ages. My tongue is not white or black. It's purple now. Oh, from tearing into 9 pounds of grapes daily. Go, Jackie Doe. Hope you're doing better, sweetheart. I love Fringe too. Go, Pocahontas. What is it with Peter, man? I feel sorry for Peter. What's going on with that guy? You know, he's kind of in limbo between the two worlds. Feel sorry for that. You know, strange. If anybody watch Fringe, really out there, man. Really out there. Love it. Love this review series. Thank you so much, Rob Bella. Can I call you Rob Bella? Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I really appreciate your loving comments, all of you. I really do. Can't say it enough. This is Tora. Thank you with love, my dear one. You're fantastic yourself. Love the dog. I mean, that's got to be one of the cutest friggin' dogs on the planet. My Coco is cute, too. He's a Shih Tzu, but he's all chocolate. And got a white front on him a little bit, but that's really cute. Anyone know how bad the radiation is from modern computers and headphones? Scary. That's why I don't have a computer here. I had it enough in the hospitals, so you know I need to get more aggressive, get rid of these readers. What in the world do you mean about there being reptilian? Raven Lady, could you please explain in layman's terms? I want to know what you mean by this. Is there any documentation in these? Yeah, somebody's asked me to not speak about the reptilian race and stuff, and I realize a lot of people walk in fear there. I don't know much about them, what people have told me, what I've read about them, and what I've witnessed. But there's so much to the worlds of God that sometimes man has definitely sheltered himself away. And the concept that Christians had that we're the only beings and God made a man in his image, you know, I mean, all this narcissistic type of crap, that's not true God. That's not true religion or spirituality, to claim one is better than anything else, or that even of all the creatures on the planet, man is the most outstanding, the superior individual. That sounds like medical doctors. It's all one. It's all one. It's all God. It's all beauty. It's all love. It's all joy. I don't care who you are, what you are, even Mr. Stone or Miss Stone. You know, we're all God. We're just in this level, we lose our ability to have full consciousness. We are playing in drama. We're playing in the toyland of creation where we can go out and have activity and fun and play in those worlds. Unfortunately, you have to put up with the swing of the pendulum. So what is great and fun one day can have negative consequences another day, simply because this is positive and negative. This is up and down, not who you are. And you want to pull away from that understanding and have pure consciousness, and then you're always dwelling in the ecstasy. Then the drama doesn't seem as great, because you're in a greater drama, and that drama is an eternal awareness. But sometimes that alone does breed the fun of having separateness. You know, it's always fun to take the female reproductive with a lovely soul and have some fun. What's wrong with that? Sorry, real. What's real is real. Nothing like having great romance with someone. Dr. Morse, what can I eat that will allow me back to the pack with some calories, yet not affect my potassium levels? Well, I think you need to continue down that path of raw foods and keep working on the kidneys and adrenals, and let your potassium level find its own balance. Pick up the adrenal glands there, and then let your chemistry reach its own homeostasis, which it will. If you play as a biochemist and try to bring that into homeostasis, you can create quite the problems. So I recommend really you bring yourself in. Your potassium will find its own balance there if you just keep going down march that raw food line there. I think you'll find that to be true there. In terms of weight and stuff, that's where you want to forget that right now. Really focus on getting the body healthy and not worrying about the weight. Because if you're too thin, remember, this is malabsorption. That has to be corrected to be able then to put on muscle. So in the initial stages of detoxification, you're correcting things. You're fixing things. You're making the body healthy again. And then you will see the body's beauty, its shape, its strength, its nice look, the strength of the skin, the health of it. That's what you'll see as you go down the road of cleaning the body out. I still remember Victor, the survival of the 21st century, a Sproutitarian thinker, which, okay, definitely, but he really was gaunt, and I haven't seen him, but a lot of people have seen him lately, but I thought, wow, but that's there is a realignment of the human body there. Let me see, I also love this shirt. Oh, you love my shirt in this, Cynthia. Thank you. That was my sweater, my green sweater. I got a lot of different shirts. I used to have some beautiful, I used to love Indian shirts, beautifully made Indian shirts. And I had a whole bunch of them in the back of my car to go to the laundry, and someone stole my car and brought the car back and stole my laundry basket of rare, beautiful Indian shirts. And it was like, well, you could have kept the car and brought my shirts back. That was an old Volkswagen anyway. Tore it up pretty good and brought it back, parked it, and took my shirts. Never, I tell you what. This is an interesting question. Can someone explain to me why the growth factors in colostrum have been found to cause tumor growth, and yet the growth factors in velvet antler have not? Not the growth factors that causes it, it's the proteins. And the proteins in milk are very antagonistic to the mucosa and to the human body. That's why you have a mucosic response with them. Whenever you have a mucosic response where you have mucus being formed from what you're eating, definitely body didn't want it, definitely wasn't good for you, that's for sure. And you'll get it on a lot of things. The healthier you get, let me tell you. I've almost choked to death before. The cheating, and then the body just ripped me. I mean, I've literally almost choked to death with mucus before, just like my whole lungs, woof. I mean, it's just horrible. So it was like, yeah, I've been through a lot myself down the detox road. And then I've rode with tens of thousands of you guys going down that road myself. So not only have I done me, I've done a lot of you. So it's like an interesting ride. But this isn't about the growth factors. This is about the proteins in these foods. ATS Kramer, let's see, waiting to get my certificate in the mail. I'm working on these. I'm a little behind on your certificates. Sorry. So if you call in, I told them to go ahead and give you your discounts, and then you're not going to fail, because if you're not getting them, I'm going to send it back to you and I'll help you get them, because I don't fail anybody. But I make sure if you're not, if I feel like you're not getting it, I'm going to contact you and work with you so you get it. Because this isn't a pass or fail type like what we deal with in our educational system. That's ridiculous. You have a desire to know, I'm going to help you know. And so you'll get it. To whatever I have to do to help you to get it, that's what I'll do for you, and to make sure you understand it. And I feel confident that you deserve that certificate. And because I want our certificate to stand for something, and that means you guys know what you're talking about. You're going to go out, and people can trust that you can help them. And that's why it's important to me, because there's a lot of certificates out there and a lot of degrees. One guy brought up that about my school going out of business or being some paper mill. I never heard that, but then I have no idea what goes on in later years, but I disagree with it being a paper mill. But there are some colleges that give honorary certificates. There are. But then, I don't know, it's crazy in the world at large here. But on my certificate, I want to make sure you know what you're talking about. And most of you get it quite well. It's very simple, not difficult. The test isn't overwhelmingly difficult. And the biggest issue with the test is the protocols. I want to make sure that you know about protocols. The other thing is I want to make sure you know about the lymph system. And the other thing, you got to know about acid and alkaline. You got to know about the nature of acids, what's causing all these problems in man. You've got to know about the lymph system. So that's what those tests are about. You have to know about some things there. But if you pass those tests, you're pretty good to go. The protocols are the most difficult. We're going to do a lot of those at school this year. We're going to turn this around. I want to make sure you're going to walk out and you're going to feel real comfortable with what you know and what you're doing here. Someone asked me about this contribution thing. And I tell you, if one of you want to take on dealing with contributions and then distributing them to those people that can prove that they need it, we have people in here begging for discounts, and they're wearing gold and driving up in Mercedes-Benz. That sets Brenda right off, because we're struggling ourselves, and then to someone to come in and has money and then wants us to discount everything to them, that isn't fair, because you have those that are suffering that have no money. That's fair. They need help. So I'm not going to be responsible for that. I do have